Hey!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's a really good day for me. I'm getting ready to do the reaction I've been waiting to do for a while. This is WhatCulture Wrestling's How WWE Should Book WrestleMania 32 Part 1. There's two parts to this. We're going to break it up into two different reaction videos. And WhatCulture Wrestling, really great channel on YouTube. The guy that does these videos really knows his shit. Does these videos a lot, breaking down how WWE have missed things in the past, how they should have booked it, and for current day storylines as well. Just going through the everything that's culminated up to this point, and then going on to the future to show you exactly how they would book it. And most of the time, it ends up being a lot better than what we get on WWE programming. So we're going to go ahead and start part 1 right now.
Everything burgery tasty. Hello there, I'm Adam from WhatCulture.com, and this is how WWE should book, where I take an angle from now to the future, then challenge WWE to do it better, because I'm a smartass. This time around, how WWE should book WrestleMania 32.
Woo!
Yep, the whole thing.
Finally! Yep, it's a task, my friend.
God.
It is a task.
So WrestleMania 32, or Shoulder Injury the Musical, is a weird thing for WWE. I feel something towards them that I haven't felt in a very long time. They
Hatred?
are the underdogs going into this situation. That is unheard of for WWE. They're the biggest game in town, yet because so much of their top stars are injured, look, here they are, here they all are.
Yeah, everybody on the damn roster.
The scene is utterly compromised to the point where they've really had to get this card together with sellotape and just try to make the best of it. So
rig it all together,
WWE,
man.
I'm sure they had the best laid plans, but fate has given them a huge sloppy stink face. So, out of the remaining ingredients, here's what I would do. WWE, do it better.
They better.
Number 1, the
It's gonna be a
pre-show
disaster.
matches. I hate the pre-show. I really think you should be able to
Everyone
fit about
hates
2
the
hours
pre-show.
of wrestling onto a 4-hour show without, say, 20-minute concerts from Flow Rider and Triple H's entrances being a Valkyrie rock opera.
Terminator.
But I digress.
Let's not even talk
Pre-show
about
matches. First up is a fatal 4-way elimination match between Naomi, Becky Lynch, Natalya, and Paige. And this is for the number 1 contendership for the Divas title. Because I like it.
It's not bad,
matches
as long as it
something.
means something.
So these are the 4 best women on the roster who aren't Sasha, and they all deserve a spot on the WrestleMania card. And while it would seem natural to just straight away give this to Becky, not so fast. Now the thing is, there
Let
will
her earn
be
it on a
loads
big
more
stage
matches
at
with
WrestleMania,
Becky Lynch challenging for the Divas title, and let's build up the 4 horsewomen match for SummerSlam. But until that
That would
point,
be cool too.
let's add a little bit of depth to the roster and make other people seem like main event contenders. And so the winner of this match is Naomi. Now we've seen recently that they are building this feud between Sasha and her Team Bad cohorts.
Well, it is
Sasha's
at
left Team
WrestleMania,
Bad, and they're feeling a little bit
Extreme
grumpy
Rules
about
we're
this.
going
so I would
into,
have
so
Paige
it's
eliminate
not
Natalya.
like
I would
someone
have Becky
huge has to
eliminate
win.
Paige, then I would have
Make a new
Naomi
star
use a
this way.
distraction from Tamina to clock Becky and lock in a brand new submission finisher, so that everyone forgets that her original finisher was the goddamn rear view.
The ass
She
bump
hits
from
people
hell.
with her bum. This then sets Naomi, who's really underrated by the way, on a collision course with the new Divas champion, Sasha. Spoilers. Next up, another fatal 4-way elimination match. This
because
time
you know
a tag
Sasha's gotta
match
win
for
the title
number
at
1
WrestleMania.
contendership
It's
for the
gotta
tag
happen.
team titles. If you're going to have a pre-show, why not link it all together thematically? And this is the Wyatts in the form of Eric Rowan and Luke Harper versus the Usos versus the Dudleys versus Sheamus and Rusev. The Wyatts win
Might as
this,
well give them
last
something to do.
eliminating the Usos to give them momentum going into their match with Brock Lesnar. also spoilers. Okay, so we have the main show. We have the national anthem, God Save Our Great... What
No,
national anthem?
wrong one, sir.
Sung by, I don't know,
America!
Nicki Minaj or Flo Rida or someone. Then we have the opening video package, which is about Texas and everything burgery tasty. Bit derby doo, de dumpty. What am I doing? So we start with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale, and basically these guys are in the ring. Look at all these mid-carders.
That's when you give Mark Henry the good send-off. Let him win it.
They are Ryback. Then we get Demon Kane. Why not? He deserves it. Then we get last year's winner, the Big Show. Well, it's the Big Then,
yeah, exactly.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
The pop. I guarantee it.
Yes,
Where
it will.
You
put his ass in the fucking battle royal.
Daniel Bryan's music.
Do something.
Now, I know. To let you know, this video is being filmed on the 9th of February. I know lots changed, so just bear with me.
Yeah.
And we've just seen Daniel Bryan retire. Now, obviously, the crowd will go crazy, but he comes out wearing a tuxedo, so everyone's like, oh, okay, he's not wrestling. Daniel Bryan is there to say, I've met a lot of people in the wrestling business, a lot of people who are amazing human beings, and this guy is not only a brilliant dude, but he is the next big top WWE superstar. He is my official endorsement. Please welcome to the stage Sami Zayn, because passing the torch from Daniel Bryan to Sami Zayn, the most likable man in the world, to the next,
and give that DB rub on Sami Zayn, who's already over big time. Oh yeah, I like that.
And he comes down to the ring, and everyone is really happy, and he does that on the entrance ramp, and immediately his shoulder flies off into the crowd, arm flailing through the air. No, obviously, I hope not.
That was good.
Sami Zayn, after probably having been beaten by Shinsuke Nakamura at TakeOver Dallas, he's in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, and here are a couple of spots from that match. All 4 members of the Social Outcasts eliminating the Big Show early on, because ha ha ha, he's a giant. Braun Strowman, he goes crazy, eliminates a lot of guys. Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman.
Fuck you, Braun Strowman. God, I'm so tired of your ass already.
Mark Henry going on a tear. This is important because he announces a play.
There's your winner.
Might be Mark Henry's last ever WrestleMania, and he's a homeboy, Silsby,
yep,
Texas
exactly.
Homeboy, Texas Silsby boy. Homeboy. So the final 4 are number 4, The Miz, who eliminated Damien Sandow. Number 5.
Yeah, he's done good lately.
Really get the heat.
Put him in the
Miz.
spotlight.
Then you've got number 3, Braun Strowman. Number 2, Mark Henry, and number 1, Sami Zayn. Mark Henry and Braun Strowman get into it in the middle of the ring. Strowman puts Mark Henry in his weird hug sleeper hold thing.
The big
Mark
hug.
Henry powers out of it, picks him up, world's strongest slam, and then he eliminates Braun Strowman.
Titus O'Neil fling him over the
ropes.
ropes.
He holds up the hook 'em horns because Texas.
We can't talk about
and
Titus
then
O'Neil.
From behind,
right.
The Miz low blows him, eliminates Mark Henry, and then he throws up the hook 'em horns because dickhead. Which leaves The Miz versus Sami Zayn. The Miz is posturing. He's like, you should get out of here because I'm great. I got the face. And then Sami Zayn haluva kicks him right the f*** into the front row.
That would be cool.
Bye.
That's an elimination.
Sami Zayn wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Daniel Bryan comes out to celebrate with Sami Zayn, the 2 biggest underdogs in the world, celebrating at the beginning of WrestleMania. Huzzah. Welcome to the main roster. If
you're going to bring Sammy up, you got to give him a win. You got to give him some momentum.
AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens. So, as of filming, remember it's on the 9th of February, AJ and Chris Jericho
it's not a bad idea, actually.
Chris Jericho's come back looking like the world's worst magician dad, and him and AJ are having a bit of a friendly rivalry, although they have started brawling a lot. So, at the moment they're scheduled
just
for
Chris Jericho playing a
tweener.
SmackDown,
of course, this should boil over with Jericho turning heel on AJ Styles, and that leads to a match at Fastlane, which Styles wins with the Styles Clash. After Fastlane,
Probably
however,
gonna happen.
Kevin Owens is a new Intercontinental Champion. I'll explain that later. And AJ Styles sets his sights on him after he eliminated him from the Royal Rumble. However, heel Jericho is now heel, and he won't let up, claiming that Styles almost broke his neck, playing off the fact that Styles Clash is a really dangerous
I like
move
the
in
way
real
he's
life.
tying this all
And heel
together.
Jericho
It's
goes
coming together
after
pretty
his
good. I like it.
IC title reign. So AJ Styles wins a number one contenders match for the IC title on Raw, and Chris Jericho worms his way in with the authority to get himself added to the match, so it's a triple threat between three amazing workers. After a nice long match, Jericho cheats to win, pinning AJ Styles, and now Chris Jericho at WrestleMania, maybe his last, who knows, Chris Jericho is the 10-time Intercontinental Champion, which is a nice round number and a good record for people to want to break. Now,
I
people
get that,
that's
but
AJ being buried at WrestleMania. First of all, AJ's going to be around for years, and now he's got a nice long feud with Chris Jericho.
Yeah, but you
ahead of
need
him.
to give him
Next
the
up,
momentum
it's
out
the
of
tag
the
team
gate.
title
you
match.
know?
It's
I don't
the
know
New
if I agree
Day
with that.
versus Enzo and Big.
Oh yeah!
So it's been
Now
reported
that's
that
what I'm
these
talking
guys
about.
are hanging out backstage on Raw and SmackDown, and these guys, after Fastlane, debut. The New Day come out after a big kind of multi-tag team match at Fastlane, and they say, "We've beaten everyone on the roster." Booty. Now, who is left to step up to the New Day? Come on out and introduce yourself. Out comes Enzo Amore and Big Cass. My name is Enzo
Amore.
So the New Day use their numbers advantage to
How you
constantly
doing?
beat down Enzo and Cass and remind everyone that these guys were a mainstay on NXT but could never win the tag team title.
Yeah, which was a mistake.
London. They
They should have got a tag team title run down
longer
there.
than any other tag team, and could never get it done. So WrestleMania, out comes Enzo. My name is Enzo Amore, with everyone joining in. What a
Everyone.
sight to be seen.
That'll be
Then
huge.
out come the
It
New
was-
Day
it's
as
big
the
at the
champions,
takeover
doing
specials.
their own version of that shtick.
Could you imagine
And
that at
this right
WrestleMania?
here is Big E, and he's hashtag booty, and you can't teach that. At the end of the match, Enzo and Big Cass finally unseat the New Day to become the tag team champions, finally winning the big one on the biggest stage of them all. Next up, it wouldn't
I
be
like it.
WrestleMania without a huge multi-man ladder match, and this one is for the US title. So we've got Kalisto, Ziggler, Cody Rhodes, not Stardust, Del Rio,
Not gonna happen.
Sin Cara, and Neville. Yes, all of those. Now, this is part of a plan to make
Ladder
the US
match?
title a little bit more of a flippy title, a little bit more cruiserweight.
It is a flippy title
There's no
already.
real point in having US versus Intercontinental title.
That's the
and
problem.
both secondary titles. You need to give each belt its own flavor.
That John Cena title run really did a lot of good for that title,
is the
didn't it?
one for the
Yeah.
big, powerhouse.
It's worked out great lately.
superstars. If the IC title is the one for the technicians, then why not have the US title be for the cruiserweights? Or, for the people who are just slightly more aerobic and slightly more impressive. And we use this ladder match to showcase that.
Yeah,
Kalisto goes
ladder
in as a
match.
champion, and his big rivalry is with Del Rio still, and this would seem mad, but I would actually have Sin Cara walk away with the belt. Now, I know Sin
That
Cara's
is
been
interesting,
something
'cause
of
it-
like
it-
a vacuum for ages, but why not?
It gives
try and
a
change
little bit
that?
of tension
And,
between
the
Kalisto
Lucha
and
Dragons can't
Sin
last
Cara,
forever. Kalisto is
between
gonna
the
be
Lucha
his own man.
Dragons.
He is the
That's-
rightful
that's
heir to
not a
Rey
bad
Mysterio.
idea.
So what better way to kind of push that along than with a proper breakup of the Lucha Dragons? So Del Rio is lying on the outside of the ring on this ladder, and Kalisto is climbing to the top, and he's almost got the belt when Sin Cara calls up to him and convinces Kalisto to jump on Del Rio, the bad blood between the two guys. And Kalisto says, come on, jump, steal the show, steal WrestleMania. Kalisto can get the biggest spot of the card.
Yeah.
But he sacrifices himself to do it
And then Sin Cara just...
after urging from
My
Sin
title!
Cara. And then Sin Cara looks down at his fallen friend who's gone straight through the ladder, through Del Rio, and he looks at him, looks at the belt, climbs to the top, and retrieves it. So the announcers can be like, what the hell? Sin Cara just...
It's
what did he just do to his
WrestleMania,
tag team
though.
partner?
If
Then
this wasn't
at Extreme
WrestleMania,
Rules,
that's not a
maybe
bad
mask
idea, but
versus
it's
mask situation.
a
because
very
why
underwhelming,
not? So
screwy
we end
finish for a
part one
WrestleMania
of this
match,
video
especially a
with
title match.
The first main event of WrestleMania that no one thought was going to happen, which is Stephanie McMahon versus Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
In Steph's corner, her weird old dad, Vince McMahon. In Ronda Rousey's corner,
The Rock.
The Rock.
Ronda Rousey
Now,
needs to be at
loads of people think this isn't
WrestleMania.
gonna happen,
That'd be
but Dana White
badass.
came out and said this isn't going to happen. But after it's come out that Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm are not going to have their rematch in July, Ronda Rousey instead is going to be filming Roadhouse, a movie she can shill at WrestleMania, by the way. Then it frees up her to do a little bit of something like this. And obviously, Dana White is a showman. He knows where the money is. He knows what he can get out of this deal. If by getting Ronda Rousey, WWE have to say UFC 20 times in about 20 minutes, then they're going to do it.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not going to make Ronda look stupid. They're going to make her look incredibly dominant. They can build up a rematch with Holly Holm. They can build up Roadhouse. Basically, no one loses here. And there's one important thing that this match accomplishes, which is Steph gets some comeuppance. Now, one of a lot of people's problem with Steph as this huge heel figure is that in this era where it's incredibly frowned upon for men to put their hands on women,
nobody
rightfully
can.
So I don't think anyone really wants to see that on TV. Stephanie McMahon gets no comeuppance. She also gets a little bit embarrassed at times, you know, vicariously.
She talks a lot of shit and acts like a bitch a lot, and she never gets any in return. She never gets anything back, like
lasting physical comeuppance.
Like the Roman Reigns thing, when she beat the shit out of him on Monday Night Raw.
There's
You
never
know,
any
nothing came of that.
Retaliation, and
So
Steph can exploit this.
that's
She
a
can
good
come out with
example
her
right
weird
there.
Old leather coin purse of a dad.
True,
Being
I like it.
No one can touch me, or I'll have them all fired. She brings up what happened last WrestleMania with Ronda Rousey, and she said, "Well, Ronda, look what happened to you since."
Oh,
I haven't been beaten since then. Have you?
Oh,
She
man.
stepped to me, and now a year later, not so bad anymore. So Steph is reveling in her power, and then out comes The Rock. If you smell... So it turns out The Rock has been training a new protege, known as Roman Reigns. He's Poison. He's actually been training up for wrestling.
agree with that.
Ronda Rousey. Now, The Rock's full motivations will be explained in the next video, but needless to say, he has a reason for wanting to see the Authority get their ass kicked. And he's been helping out Ronda. Now, it worked for Tyson when he was at his low. The company brought him in, and he did great work for the company and vice versa. And that's why Ronda Rousey is here. So at WrestleMania, Rousey versus McMahon. Obviously, McMahon stacks the deck. She brings in as many female bodyguards as she can. Ronda Rousey goes through each and every one of them. And then she finally makes Stephanie McMahon tap out to an armbar in the middle of the ring.
I like it.
And for good measure, Vince McMahon eats a rock bottom from The Rock.
Why not?
The Rock and Rousey connection stand tall, and that is the end of part 1.
Oh.
Part 2 is nothing but main events. Come back very shortly. How do you think WrestleMania
Oh, I'm
is
going to.
so
We're going to have
far?
to watch
Tell
that.
me about it in the comments. Don't forget to
Definitely.
like, share, and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter here. I'm Adam from
Definitely going to
WhatCulture.com,
have to watch
and I'll
that.
see you very soon.
That was good. I like a lot of what I've seen so far from him. Only one thing I didn't like was the U.S. title deal. Just because it's a flip-floppy title already, you know, it needs to be prestigious again. John Cena worked his ass off with the U.S. Open Challenges to make it prestigious, and this is kind of undoing all that. So I really like all of it, though, except for that. All of that was awesome. It would be a great half of WrestleMania. I would have enjoyed that a lot, especially the Ronda Rousey shit. That was good. So we're going to start part 2 very soon. I'm going to go ahead and record it right now, actually, right after we get done with this one. And it'll be uploaded the day after I upload part 1. Also, don't forget to check out my reaction videos. I've got about 5 of them up right now. 2 parts to the NFL bad lip reading. 2 videos covering lesbians touching penis for the first time. And gays touching vagina for the first time. And a Vine challenge also you can check out. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you next time.
Hey.